Well, right off the bat, let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. C-Mac.
Well, for the Baylor Bears, they got to play some bear-like defense. How about 79-58 in digs last night against Nevada, 13-10 in blocks, and that's why they beat Nevada in a very Jekyll and Hyde match. And for Hawaii, they got to start their engines early. Slow starts have been an issue for this team. Robin Amos Santos may have scolded them before this game and saved it, not do it between games 2 and 3, but do it before the game. Tonight, she said she might do that. We'll see how fast a start they get off on tonight.
Hawaii coming in 2-5 on the year. The Baylor Bears 5-2 out of the Big 12 Conference. And Ania Philo will serve things up as we get underway here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Casey Castillo's swing is dug up outside. We will be calling this name a ton. Katie Stager, 6'1", fifth-year senior from Plano, Texas, getting Baylor on the board as we see the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen.
Stager, 19 kills last night. All-American last year, preseason pick for all Big 12.
Served by Philo goes long, so we're knotted at 1. Yeah, Katie Stager setting some records. Broke Baylor's single-season kills mark last year, and it also ranked second all-time in Big 12 volleyball history. The number, 698 total kills.
There's some pretty good players to that Big 12 in the last few years. Texas, Texas A&M.
The block was up on Stager, though, and they turn it back. Yosia and Emily Maglio. Noreen Yosia, the setter, a little fresh ink on the neck, if you've noticed.
Yeah, I think that Hawaii's really got to pay attention to Stager a lot. Make sure they get 2 blockers up on her and force the other players to beat them.
So 2 serving 1, and the middle set goes to Cameron Freiberg, an undersized middle, to say the least. 5'11", senior from Allen, Texas.
And she wanted to transfer. She asked the coach, "Coach, I don't care if I'm 5'11". I want to start blocking some 6'6"ers. Take me on." 2 points, 2 years at High Point, and now her last year at Baylor.
With 462, 7 kills, 7 blocks last night against Nevada. Here's the slide to Emily Maglio. And Maglio had one of those nights against BYU. It was almost enough to carry the Wahine to the victory. 14 kills on 28 swings, just 2 errors, hitting 429, some very Maglio-esque numbers.
Yeah, Hawaii, I think the Hawaiian coaching staff knows they need to get the ball to Maglio as much as possible.
Hawaii up 1, middle set. This is the taller middle, Shelly Fanning, and she's able to get the same result as Freiberg a few sequences ago. Fanning is a 6'2" redshirt sophomore from Houston, Texas. And yes, she, as well as several other members of this Baylor squad, hailing from some part of the city of Houston. And so concerned for their families, several of them with houses that were flooded in the aftermath of Hurricane Harvey. As that swing by Calais Greeley from the back row goes into the twine. But head coach Ryan McGuire for Baylor saying that they have still remained very positive and that for the most part, they and their family members, those who they care about, are okay. And that is wonderful news. Good roll shot there by McKenna Granado.
He said most of the damage was, I think, 2 to 3 feet of water. Homes definitely flooded, but lives not in danger, and they're all doing okay now as the city is draining out.
Of course, concern now for South Florida as Hurricane Irma, once again a Category 5, plowing through Cuba at the moment. And so we send our prayers and aloha that way as well. Getting back to the volleyball match, great layout save there by Gianna Granasso. Middle set to Fanning, put a little heat on it. A wide fan from Fanning.
Yeah. She's one of those ones from Houston, Texas, redshirted last year, got injured in the preseason. 12 kills last night, hit 346. Good night for her.
So here is Stager now to serve. ABCA All-American outside set. McKenna Granado is dug up. Nice scoop there by Philo. Stager from the back row. She'll do it from everywhere. Averaging 4.1 kills per set.
What Hawaii needs to avoid is not having Stager have the kind of night that the BYU hitter had last night.
Yeah, Ronnie Jones-Perry.
Ronnie Jones-Perry. Wow, what a night she had. 13 kills in the first set against Hawaii.
With no errors in that opening stanza. Philo tried to send it deep, covered by Greeley. So Yosia has options, goes out to Granado. Touch shot is blocked, but fortunately for Hawaii, a net violation called against the Bears. Hawaii gets the point.
Hawaii got lucky there. That ball was just straight down. Granado's the follow through into the cable gives Hawaii the point.
So here is Noreen Yosia to serve. Double-double performance last night, 50 assists, 12 digs. Also had a couple of service aces. Bump sets Granado on the outside. It was a beautiful set, blocked back, Greeley covers. Now Kelch from the opposite position. Couldn't get a lot of heat on it. Advantage Bears, they go back row to Yassiana Presley, a 6-foot freshman from Cypress, Texas, so North Houston. And she jumps out of the gym, Chris.
He really does. Great hops. High school Fab 50, a high school All-American. 13 kills against Nevada.
You'll see it backside. Granado, the dink. Good diving layout saved by the setter, Hannah Lockett. Hawaii now on the attack. They go middle to Natasha Burns, getting the start tonight for Hawaii. Outside, it's Philo blocked back. And she's able to keep it alive. Almost a roof there for Hawaii. You'll see it backside. Granado. Dug up again, back over the net by Stager. High and away, it's Kells, tried to touch it deep. Presley the save. Here's Stager into the net. And Hawaii wins a long one.
Dave showed you may have been correct in the pregame when he predicted this would be a long match. Lots of long rallies, lots of digs from two defensive teams. That's exactly what's happening so far.
Ryan McGuire, head coach for the Bears, saying that that defense was their calling card last year. They went to the NCAA tournament last year for the first time since 2011. He said a lot of that was just predicated on the fact that we wouldn't let the ball hit the floor. As the slide to Cameron Freiberg works out for another Baylor point.
Actually beat the University of San Diego team that in the very first round, first time they'd had a win in the NC2A in a long time.
Burns in the middle, and it's going to be another net violation called against Baylor. That is the second such infraction of this opening set. And now Savannah Kahakai will serve. This was another interesting subplot and storyline from last night was her unveiling of the jump serve. Into the net it goes, but boy was it effective last night. 3 service aces for Savannah Kahakai.
Pretty conservative there. She was so soft. Last night she was just ripping from the get-go in that third set. And got it going and really threw off the defensive passing formation for BYU.
Granado fielding that serve. Outside, it's Castillo. Got a good run-up on it. Tools the block for the Hawaii point.
Robin Santos was saying in the press conference last night, she knew that Kahakai had the jump serve. She's never asked to do it. She had her in club volleyball, and she used to do it all the time. She says, I don't know why he hasn't done it up until now. And she looked over and said, Savannah, why did she keep on doing it? That was a great job. Don't be afraid if you miss it.
Overpass handled by Maglio, thanks to a good serve by Claire Marie Anderson. We're tied for the 5th time in this opening set. Well, you said it in the pregame. It's early in the season. Teams are still trying to figure out who they are, and I guess Robin Amos Santos trying to figure out who's jump serving. Savannah Kahakai, a late arrival to that party. Presley, high up in the sky, is able to plow it through the Hawaii block. 13 kills, 5 blocks last night versus Nevada. Efficiency might be an area where Presley certainly has room to grow, but just a freshman, she's hitting 180 on the year.
She's a dangerous one. That's what I said in the pregame and game on that she's the player I'm worried about.
Back row set, Granado. Oh, that was a lightning rod from McKenna Granado. Free ball coming here for Hawaii. You'll see a jump set, step out to Maglio. Got it in. Got the touch for good measure. We're tied again for the 6th time here in set 1.
It looks like Hawaii has at least corrected the energy issue from last night. Last night they had BYU get going on those long runs early. Tonight, Hawaii at least tied at 10-all in the first one half of this match, in this set.
Castillo serves it out for Baylor. And you're right, there were some monstrous runs for BYU in the first 2 sets last night. And that's an ace from Yassiana Presley. And this now 12 serving 10.
Last night she had a couple service aces against Nevada.
Line driver fielded by Anderson. Here's Granado down the line and in. That was blasted by the Punahou grab.
She's got one great arm swing. Not the highest jump, she's not the high flyer, but boy, she has about as heavy as an arm as you can see this year.
By the end of the match, her numbers were comparable at the very least to Ronnie Jones-Perry for BYU. Granado with 23 kills last night, hit 298. Good dig there by Guanasso. Bump set by Anderson as she falls to the Terraflex. Diving save by Philo on the other side. And then Stager strikes again.
Stager's such a great athlete. Preseason All-Big 12 pick. All-American last year. A good jump, great arm swing.
And a good jump serve, fielded by Greeley. Slide to Burns. Natasha Burns, though, wound up in the net. It was a good strike. Alas, a point for the Bears. Natasha Burns getting the start tonight after playing 3 sets of that match last night.
Oh, that was a good swing. Actually, I thought the ball went down before she bumped into the net, but the referee called it otherwise.
Ryan Sakagawa making the call down on the floor. Dixon Chun, the high official here tonight. They try it again. One-hand save by Stager. And a free ball coming here Hawaii's way. You'll see it with options. Goes outside. Granado the touch. Pancake save by Philo. Sent back across. You'll see it. Granado again. This time, it's a Hawaii point.
We got pancake dig on the other side by Baylor here, popping it up and then tapping the ground to make sure somebody digs it. And there's the hole in the block there that Granado takes advantage of.
4 kills on 11 swings for Granado. How about her previous 2 matches against Utah and last night versus BYU? 47 kills total. Here she is again. Tried to touch it deep, sniffed out by Stager. Middle set. And a good swing by Shelly Fanning, and Baylor gets to 15 first. A hoot led out by head coach Ryan McGuire. Timeout on the floor. Let's take a look at tonight's Jack Pack. Moving on up, yes, senior libero Savannah Kahakai. She needs just 2 digs tonight to move into 9th place on the Hawaii career digs list. She is 331 digs short of the UH overall record for a career 1,440. She surpassed Lily Kahumoku to take over 10th place last night. A 20-dig effort for Kahakai in that loss to BYU. She has yet to record a dig here tonight. 2 more, and she would tie Martina Sincerova in that number 9 spot as Granado gets roofed by Ania Philo. First block of the match for the Baylor Bears, who are hitting .444. And Chris, you pointed out during the break, their dig numbers.
Wow, 13-5 in digs so far. Baylor playing some great back row defense.
Baylor up 4. You'll see it outside to Kelch. They need it. Sends it long, no touch. And the Bears on a bit of a burst of their own. A 7-2 run here for Baylor.
This is where I think Robin Dos Santos has got to slow the game down with a timeout. We'll see if she does after this play.
You'll see it. Slide goes to Burns. She touches it over. Chance for the Bears. They go middle to Freiberg. Great dig, Greeley. Here's Granado off the block and out. And again, we don't want to belabor the point, but we saw most of those runs, most of the points scored by BYU when Emily Maglio was in the back row and thus on the bench, and some of those sticky rotations that Hawaii had to endure. Of course, obviously in sets 3 and 4, they were able to shore that up. But a little run here by Baylor in a similar situation. Philo from the outside. Live arm there. Great effort by Yosia right in front of the Hawaii bench, but to no avail.
Philo, not a very big outside hitter at 5'8". Ania, number 2 in kills and digs last year. Transferred from Louisville.
It was an all-ACC freshman team selection in 2015 at Louisville as Burns is blocked and roofed. And it's a 6-point advantage here for the Bears. Robin Santos signals for a timeout. Bears rolling here in set 1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the series record brought to you by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii leading the all-time series 5-0. Last meeting was September 1st, 2012, a sweep victory for the Rainbow Wahine. But they find themselves down 6 here in set 1 out of the timeout. And how about the one-handed setup by Noreen Yosia to her middle, Natasha Burns. Burns was hitting in negative numbers prior to that swing. That's her second kill on 7 attempts.
Yosia is so savvy. A lot of setters would have gone up and gone into the net there, but not Yosia.
High into the net on the serve. And you're right, taking a little something off. She had a little bit more of an assertiveness about her in jump serving last night.
Exactly. I'm not sure why she's being so conservative now. I think she knows that she had to stay in because it's been a long time since they've had a server back there.
Backside set, it's Kelsch blocked, covered by Granado. Yosia goes middle to Maglio. Right there's Philo. Right side, Presley somehow was able to cut that one as it bounced off the net again.
Hawaii getting a decent block out there all the way to the antenna, and then Presley just hits a magical shot inside the 3-meter line. That was tough.
She's batting 1,000, 3 kills on 3 swings. And an ace dealt out the deck by Ania Philo. It's her 6th ace of the season, and Robin Santos signals for another timeout. Hawaii, again, sluggish in the first set.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii, Kaiser Permanente, and Island Air.
Welcome back. There's a special UH Club for Keiki. Stop by Papa John's Pizza to join the UH Kids Club. Purchase a large pizza and children receive an official club t-shirt and a host of other benefits. Join the UH Kids Club today. Baylor separating itself from the Rainbow Wahine here in set 1. Up 22-14, and Ania Philo with the serve. Yosia goes high and away to Castillo. Hawaii needs it, but Philo picks it up. Outside set, it's Stager, but they're going to say that the set was not clean out of the hands of Lockett.
How about these numbers for Baylor offensively and defensively? Offensively, they're hitting 500. Hawaii's hitting 182. Defensively, they got 15 digs to Hawaii's 5, and Philo's got 7 digs, more than the entire Hawaii team.
Kelsch.
Go figure.
Kelsch serves it across. Presley from the opposite position is dug up. Maglio in the middle, and a much-needed sequence there by Hawaii as they try to rev up the engine again. Got off to a pretty good start. You even commented that it didn't seem like there was any lack of energy, but then all of a sudden a bit of a lackadaisical stretch through this middle portion of the opening set.
Yeah, they're good up until 10-all, and then something seemed to, a pall came over them.
Here's Presley. Off the trampoline, but she still caught it fat. It goes long. Hawaii gets to 17 with a 3-0 burst by the Bows.
Sometimes, in some hits, she looks like an All-American. Others, she looks like the freshman that she is.
Yeah, so is the life of a freshman, right?
Yes.
Outside, it's Stager off the block and out. And the veteran, 5th-year senior, Katie Stager, when in doubt, able to deliver again. She has 4 kills, and it's 23-17 in favor of the Bears. Baylor Bears receiving votes in the latest AVCA poll. 4 votes to be exact. So they're knocking on the door, if you will, of the top 25. Yosia goes outside to Castillo. Dug up in the back row. Here's Stager. The touch shot bounces off the floor. And it's a aloha ball for Baylor in the opening set.
Stager's got all the shots. She's down the line. She's got the cross court. She's got the deep corner. And obviously, she's got the tip shot right there.
So Jana Brusek, the libero, sends it across. Here's Maggs on the slide. And even Brusek, the defensive specialist, unable to scoop that one up. But it remains aloha ball for Baylor, and Hawaii A tall mountain to climb here.
I'll tell you, Hannah Locken, their setter, Baylor setter, is not leaning on Stager all by herself. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 other players with 2 or more kills.
Which is something that Ryan McGuire talked about when we spoke with him prior to the match. Scramble play by Baylor just to get it over. Now Hawai'i scrambling. It's Granato with the swing. She's blocked. Right there was Kelch, though. Granato a second crack at it. The touch shot, diving, save by Locken. Presley, 2 hands it over. Advantage Hawai'i. Back row set to Castillo. She 2 hands it over. Diving save again by Locken. Here's Stager. Dug up by Kahakai. Castillo from the back row, roll shot. Right there is Philo. So Bears on the attack. Stager the touch again. Punched up in the air by Yosia. Flat-footed, it's Granato sending it over. Middle set. And putting it down is Shelly Fanning to close the book on set number 1. Long volley at the end of that opening stanza. But ultimately, the Bears able to close the door 25-18. They will swap sides, but for the second straight night, the Rainbow Wahine will be playing from behind.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Strong and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back, Emily Maglio. 5 kills on 6 swings, no errors in that opening set, C-Mac.
She's playing some pretty flawless volleyball offensively right now. No blocks to Hawaii with only 1 block, and unusual for them to be that shy in the blocking department. Also unusual for them to be so far behind in the digging department.
On the other side, Katie Stager matching Mags' 5 kills with 5 kills on 11 swings, hit 273, but when they needed her most, she seemed to always come through in that first set.
She's a real gamer. Anybody that's gotten as many kills as she has in her lifetime,
yeah,
it just comes second nature.
Night 2 of the Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge. If you're wondering, BYU was able to defeat Nevada in the early match tonight by way of a sweep, although a competitive match put forth by the Wolfpack. 25-18, 22, and 18, the final result there. So BYU remains undefeated on the year. They're 8-0. And Kirsten Sibley getting the start here in set 2, as once again Robin Amos Santos is relegated to trying to tinker with this rotation, trying to tweak the lineup on the run. Savannah Kahakai with the jump serve to start set 2. Stager on the outside, somehow picked up by Castillo and sent across. Middle set, this is Freiberg, gets it down. Baylor taking the opening stanza 25-18. Hit 444, outdug the Rainbow Wahine 19-8. And now getting things off on the right foot here in set 2.
Freiberg, no more for her blocking. She leads them in blocking with 1.1 blocks per set, but she's playing pretty well offensively tonight.
Overpass forced. Good dig there by Granato to keep the play alive. And an even better dig by Blusek on the other side. Stager. Right there is Kahakai. Here's Castillo. High hands. Covered by Locken. Back set goes to Stager. Punched up in the air by Granato. Here's Castillo. Blocked back. Kept alive by Yosia. Granato from behind the line. That's dug up by Philo. Middle set. And it is Fanning getting denied access by Emily Maglio, solo style.
Fanning perfect up until that point. 4 kills, no errors, until she ramped to Maglio's big block there.
Long rally once more between these two squads. Defensive-minded teams for sure. Anderson with the serve. Presley. Oh, man. She was up in another stratosphere.
That was one great swing. Great approach, great jump. Look how high up she goes and down. Hard to block that.
High and away, bump set goes to Castillo. Hard to block that too. She's able to slice it cross court and in. Now we'll get our first glimpse of McKenna Ross here tonight as she checks in for Hawaii, but good looking swing there by Casey.
Yeah, Casey looking good cross court there. She's got that line shot as well. She's got a pretty wide fan when she wants to.
She's got 2 kills on 8 swings, no errors. Last night, Castillo, 10 kills, hit .308. And here is McKenna Ross, the sophomore, out of Aliso Viejo, California. Steger from off the net, double block was up, dug up by Ross. Cross-court set goes to Granado off the block and out. How about Yosia? She was heels to the far sideline and was still able to put a right nectar up there for Granado.
Noreen Yosia has got some strong hands, to say the least. That was a long set.
3 serving 2. Ross tickles the tape, handled by Brusek. Steger blocked. Great effort by Philo, but it would be a roof for the Rainbow Wahine.
Hawaii block is finally waking up, picking up their 2nd and 3rd blocks of the night.
Couple of good serves by Ross. Could you make it 3 in a row? Good pass by Philo. Presley from the back row. No blockers up, but it's scooped up by Ross. Maggs is also dug up on the other side by Brusek. Another save by Ross. Granado with the exclamation point.
Now this is looking more like the Hawaii team of sets 3 and 4 last night.
Yes.
What a dig by Ross, knocks her over. That one she has to dive for. This is the McKenna Ross rally is what that was.
Putting in work. It's another serve in. Fanning, blocked in roof. Emily Maglio saying talk to the hand.
Maglio with such good handwork there. You know, he's talking about talking to the hand, but I love the way her hands moved on that block. She saw where she thought the hitter was going to hit and then just moved her hands to the spot and got the block.
So 4 blocks for Emily Maglio to go along with her 5 putdowns. She's hitting .714.
You know, she did her internship in the summer. Veterinary doctor. That's what she wants to be.
That is her aspiration.
Still doing it, in fact.
Majoring in animal sciences.
Yep.
Steger. That goes long. Was there a touch? No touch. It's a point for Hawaii. Steger wants to see her head coach challenge the call, and Ryan McGuire will do just that. Grabs the very official laminated green rectangular card and hands it over to Ryan Sakagawa. So they'll take a look at this, and the challenge will be on the touch.
On the block.
So it was initially called a Hawaii point, but now they'll try to take a couple of looks at this. You see the officiating crew, Dixon Chun upstairs. There's Ryan Sakagawa on the headset. He'll be looking at the replays here. Melinda Rusher and Kevin Chun, the line judges. So you be the judge. Is there a touch on that? It is hard to tell sometimes.
It doesn't look like one there. I didn't see any fingers bend back. Did you?
Not discernibly, no. Because that becomes the question. Since the call was no touch, is there enough evidence to overturn that call? From that angle, I would say that there's at least the argument that Yosia may have gotten a piece. But from the closer up angles, ironically, was a little harder to see. But after the review, Ryan Sakagawa agrees that there was a touch. Right hand of Noreen Yosia, yeah, right there. It does look like you have what you refer to as the bending back of the fingers. And so instead of 7 serving 2, it is 3 serving 6 here in the second set. So a successful challenge for Ryan McGuire. Good decision to listen to his star senior, who now serves it across. Diving pass by Anderson. Back row set to Ross. The touch works. Well, McKenna Ross giving him some good energy here in this second set.
Good serving, some good digging, and now a little pipe tip out of the back row. Right into the campfire defense.
Now it will be Baby G, Gianna Guinasso, to serve. Good piece written about her by Cindy Lewis in this week's Honolulu Star Advertiser. You mentioned her aspiration to get an internship with the Disney World College Intern Program. Well, that may have been an out ball played by Philo. Hawaii now with the opportunity. Burns, paintbrush, still made the stain.
She's getting her kills in the strangest ways, but there's no pictures in the scorebook, only kills.
And a lot of time being taken between almost every sequence now to wipe perspiration off of the Baylor side of the floor. 8-3, Guinasso, short serve that time. Here's Presley from the back row, sends it long, no touch by Hawaii. And it's a point for the Rainbow Wahine, but Yassiana Presley showing off the boosters, even though it was an out ball.
Hawaii's giving her an open net as well. They're letting their diggers just play back there and digger with no block.
This
time there was a block.
Yeah, and Burns able to get a touch. Granado the other way. She pumps it long. No touch up front. And a point for the Bears. 4 serving 9 here in set 2. Baylor Bears preseason pick to finish 3rd in the Big 12. Highest preseason ranking in the 22-year history of that conference's coaches poll. Texas, as you would probably expect, the favorite to win. Granado, the dink shot, sniffed out by Presley. Outside, it's Philo, hits it into the antenna for a Hawaii point.
Philo will be her first error in 2 nights. Yeah, that was. She had 7 kills, no errors last night against Nevada, 19 tries.
So now Noreen Yosia getting ready to serve. 13 service aces leading the team here coming into this match. Philo comes swooping in, dug up by Kahakai. That's her 4th dig. Granado didn't get all of it. Saved by Stager. Philo from off the net. Easy pickings there for Granado. Backside set to Sibley. High hands. Saved by Presley. The dump shot did not clear the tape. And it's a point for Hawaii. Good look there at Ryan McGuire. Strong connection to this Hawaii program. His wife is the former Jen Roberts, former University of Hawaii Rainbow Wahine. Philo, the touch right there is Yosia. Granado with a blasty blast off the block and out.
We've seen another microcosm of Jekyll and Hyde performances in the first 2 sets here by both teams.
Timeout taken by Ryan McGuire. Right now, Hawaii. Jekyll. Welcome back. Let's check out the first Hawaiian Bank top 3 Big West team blocks. Hawaii once again establishing itself as one of the premier blocking teams, not only in the conference, but in the Western region. 2.93 blocks per set to lead all Big West squads. Out of the timeout, served by Yosia. Slide, put down by Freiberg at 5'11". She does some damage above that tape, I tell you.
She really does. Got a good arm swing, quick feet, and she loves the challenge of going up against bigger blockers.
Playing in her 100th career collegiate match tonight. 59 at High Point University. And this is 41 at Baylor. Oh my word! McKenna Granado going nuclear on that swing.
McKenna Granado coming out of a different part of the court there, coming from the right side and crossing over into the middle. Nice little wrinkle in Hawaii's offense.
You gotta love the fact that she, for a moment, broke the usual intense game face for a smile over to the bench. Serve goes into the net, though. And it's 6 serving 13 here. It's set number 2. Ania Philo behind the service line. This is where Baylor went on a significant run in the opening set. Castillo making sure no such run takes place here in set 2.
Wow, what kind of angle was that? I expect sharp angles once in a while out of Casey, but not 2 in a row like that. This is like inside the 3-meter line again.
That was a thin slice. So 14 serving 6. Kahakai putting a little extra oomph into it. Presley, those high hands, saved by Kahakai. Yosia, backside to Sibley, through the block and down. I mean, it is amazing what we have seen transpire over the last 3 or so matches, from set to set. Robin Amos Santos actually referring to this after the match last night. It is almost like a roll of the dice. Which Rainbow Wahine team are we going to get? Freiberg strikes again. That's her 5th kill on 5 swings. She's batting 1,000. You see Natasha Burns being worked on, that right knee, which has given her so much trouble throughout the offseason. Renee Shigemura, the UH trainer, trying to tape it up. Mags from the outside is blocked back. Kahakai back bump set to Maglio from off the net. Had to take something off. Middle set goes to Fanning, and she finds that end line for another Baylor point.
She could have fammed that one right back on the back line. Good play. Nice set that time from Hannah Locken.
So here's Jana Brusek to serve, 5'7" senior out of Chicago. She'll play in her 100th collegiate match tomorrow when Baylor takes on BYU. And Emily Maglio in the middle, getting it down once more for kill number 6. 16 serving 8. Where do you even begin to theorize how this sort of Jekyll and Hyde dynamic continues to become more and more emboldened here for this Rainbow Wahine squad?
I think part of the erratic and inconsistent performing is largely due to the fact that they really don't have a lineup yet. I'm not sure who they are.
Mags on the slide, off the block and down. So right now, trading blows. Hawaii just fine with that, with this 8-point pad.
Until they really become solid with the lineup, solid with their substitutions, getting consistent performances out of each player, you're going to continue to see, I think, Jekyll and Hyde roller coaster performances. Hawaii has picked up in their digging. Now they only trail 27-20 in digs.
Floor wipers getting
to workout, aren't they?
Getting a big-time workout here tonight. That's an ace.
Oh, no.
McKenna Ross, that was, at least from our vantage point, well inside the end line. Robin Amos Santos will challenge what was an out call.
Oh, that's way in.
I mean, that's not even debatable.
I predict this should take Ryan Sakagawa about 12 seconds to figure this one out.
If he sees that replay right there, this could be a record review.
All he has to do is turn around, go back, and give Hawaii the point.
I mean, it's in by half a foot.
Maybe more than that. Come on. So he stopped after one look. He knew.
So McKenna Ross gets the ace. The crowd loves the reversal of the call.
Actually, you called it an ace before the head referee could call it out, and the linesman could call it out. Because you knew it was in, right?
I mean, we have, obviously, where we're perched, we have a pretty good vantage point of that end line on the Baylor side of the net. And yeah, that was pretty cut and dry, but hey, it happens. Even to the best line judges and officials across all the realms of sports.
I think there was an exchange there between Ryan Sakagawa and Ryan McGuire. I think McGuire probably said, How come you didn't look at more angles of that? He says, I think I got it in one look.
Reminds me of the great Les Murakami line, arguing with longtime umpire Bill Leonard. He said, Bill, you have to be blind to see that.
This sounds like something Yogi Berra would say. That's a great one.
So 10 serving 18. Katie Stager into the net. Are we in for another one of those topsy-turvy matches? The aforementioned roller coaster ride. Really taking the fans who come out to these matches on quite an emotional adventure.
Yeah.
19 serving 10, Guanasso. Slaps it across. Philo will get the set. Dug up on the back line by Ross. Here's Granado. Right there is Philo covering off the block. She'll get the set on the outside. Down the line and in. Nice little finesse shot there by Ania Philo. Shelly Fanning, preseason all Big 12 selection, serves it across. Hawaii by 8. Slide goes to Burns. That's dug up over the net. Hawaii gets another shot at it. Here's Granado down the line and in. McKenna Granado.
Showing so much versatility, Kanoa. She's got that line shot, deep corner. She's got that little sharp angle inside, cut shot. Look at this. She sees the line taken across court, so she just goes down the line. Great peripheral vision.
Attaining a level of consistency, certainly in her strikes the last 3 matches. And it's going to be a point for Hawaii. They're going to call a mishandle against the freshman setter, Hannah Locken.
That was a good call. It came out of her hands as if it had contacted twice. A lot of spin.
We are going to have a couple of substitutions, including a new setter here for Baylor. Ashley Fritcher comes in, 6'2" junior outside hitter, but Brea Hunt, 5'10" sophomore from Frisco, Texas, comes in at setter. Just 16 assists for her on the season. And it will be a rotation violation against Baylor. So the double substitution sort of confused the players on the floor. And Alan Sakagawa making the immediate call. It's another free point for Hawaii.
Robin Amo will take any point she can get.
And right now, the Rainbow Wahine have the Bears doubled up here in set 2. Remember, they lost set 1, 25-18. Middle set, Freiberg just left hand slaps it over. Sibley sends it long. Was there a touch? Yes, there was. It came from the opposite line judge, Melinda Rusher. And it's another point for Hawaii.
And I think Dixon Chung might have seen that as well right there, the touch. He's right next to that shot.
So here's Yosia as Hawaii closes in here on this second set. Philo from off the net somehow got it through that block of Sibley and Burns. A pair of sophomores trying to deny access, but Philo still able to find the floor. 12 serving 23. And the southpaw, Fritcher with the serve. From her knees, Yosia sets up Sibley. She's blocked back. This time goes to the right side. Burns is over there. She gets blocked back. Kahakai now has to bump set Sibley from off the net. Tools the block. Point Hawaii. And it is aloha ball for the Rainbow Wahine in set 2.
Hawaii just grinding away. Patient, keeping their hits in, tooling the block. Making some pretty good digs. After the first performance in game 1, I never would have thought Hawaii would double up Baylor at this stage.
Philo on the outside. And it goes off of Burns' dome and down after she got a good piece of it on the block initially.
So we're trying to soccer head that back up. Herself.
It would be legal.
It would.
And the crowd chants, hoping Hawaii closes things out here in set 2. Still aloha ball for the Bows. And it's an ace, as Burns got caught in front of Granado. Prolongs what feels like the inevitable, but who knows? Good serve there by Philo. You'll see it high and away to Castillo over the double block. Philo the pickup. Bumps it, goes to Stager. She has to two-hand it over. Chance for Hawaii. Someone has to take the second touch. Castillo rolls shot. Diving save Philo. Tight to the net. Burns touches it over on the joust. And it's rattled around and returned. You'll see a right side. Sibley. Down the line and in. Point Hawaii. And we are even Steven at the Stan Sheriff Center. Once again, a Jekyll and Hyde performance through 2 sets. Buckle up, folks. We're in for a roller coaster ride here tonight. Welcome back. Time to take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris McLaughlin.
Well, I think it jumps right out, I think, is Hawaii's hitting percentage 301. That's a terrific kill percentage to have. And the blocking doubling up on Baylor at 4-2. Diggs, though, look at Baylor's back row defense, 32-23 over Hawaii, led by Philo, who's at, I think, 14 digs. Ace there is about even for each team.
So I think, as the corner crew alluded to, what seems obvious is these are 2 very evenly matched teams. What do you think about some of the changes that Rabanamo Santos made in that second set? The insertion of Kirsten Sibley, an interesting change right off the top of this match. We didn't see Sky Williams in the starting lineup either.
Exactly, and McKenna Ross, the insertion of McKenna Ross,
yes,
playing some back row as well. I thought both those substitutions were perfect. I expect to see, like Lisa said, some more offense out of the middle, and I think that Skylar Williams could be inserted in, or Sophia Howling for Burns, unless Burns starts cranking it up on offense and brings some more production there up front.
Rabanamo Santos gesticulating in our direction as the teams were making their way back out from the locker rooms. As you take a look at Sky Williams, and behind her Sophia Howling, the 2 freshman middles, but gesticulating in our direction. The rolling of the dice, basically saying we'll roll the dice and see which Rainbow Wahine team we get here in set 3. We do know that we are tied here 1 set apiece, and so we do know we're going to be here, get comfy for a little while tonight at the Stan Sheriff Center. Here's Casey Castillo getting blocked back. You'll see her with the cover. Bump set goes opposite side to Kirsten Sibley, and the roof was up for the Baylor Bears. Cameron Freiberg right next to Katie Stager, denying access.
It was a great block. Both players tight to the net, penetrating over. Sibley took a good swing, just ran up against a better block.
So here's Ania Philo now with the serve. Just curls over the net and drops in for a Baylor ace. Philo won 4 consecutive district titles at Rockwall Heath High School in Rockwall, Texas.
Third ace tonight.
Middle set, Maglio sort of guided that one down, and Hawaii gets off the schneid here in set 3. Maglio with 8 kills on 12 swings, hitting .667. Hawaii led by McKenna Granado's 9 kills. On the other side, Stager with 7. And Freiberg also climbing in the ranks. That's her 6th kill, yet to commit an error tonight.
Setting for a huge number. 6 kills, no errors in 7 tries. Hitting well over 800.
It's kind of amazing at 5'11", able to do that as a middle hitter. Castillo, big windup, got blocked back. She'll get a second crack at it. Dug up by Brusek in the back row, tight to the net. Mags couldn't put it down. Stager comes in, touches it over. Anderson, the diving save. Back bump set to Granado. Off the net and down.
Hawaii got lucky there. Favorable cable for McKenna Granado.
So Granado into double figures in kills. She has 10 on 27 swings, hitting .296. So the way this match is setting up could be another big workload here for McKenna Granado over the next couple of sets.
27, you say 27 attempts so far?
Correct.
Yeah.
And now
she can go for 50 easy.
Hawaii's other McKenna Ross in with the serve. Middle set, Fanning misses wide. So the wide fan of Fanning a little too wide on that occasion, and Hawaii ties things up.
Fanning hitting .443 on the year. She's their highest percentage hitter. So an error like that, a self-inflicted wound by Fanning, is very rare.
Ross giving Hawaii good contribution in that second set from behind the service line as well as along that back line defensively, but the touch shot works for Shelly Fanning.
She finds the Hawaii defense very deep. She drops it right into the campfire defense.
So here is Yasiana Presley into the net it goes. So a bit of a stuttering start for both sides here in set 3.
It's like which team's going to start earning points as opposed to having points handed to them.
Gianna Guanasso will serve. You knew that the Baylor Bears would have some level of comfort here in this building. As the set goes backside, Presley from behind the line just touches it over for another Baylor point. Baylor's home arena, the Farrell Center, about the same capacity as this arena. Of course, had a great influence on this arena. The Stan Sheriff Center modeled after the Farrell Center, which opened in 1988. Stan Sheriff Center, of course, originally known as the Special Events Arena, opened in 1994. Granado, that one dug up. Back row set to Stager off the block. Right there is Kahakai. You'll see it outside the Granado a second time. Couldn't get it down. Here's Presley again. Swooping in. Popped up by Ross. Back bump set. Kahakai to Granado. Tried to go down the line, but Stager had it covered. Middle set. And Fanning gets denied solo style by Natasha Burns.
That kind of aggressive blocking will keep Burns in the game. Great play by Natasha there. All 6'5" of her getting that block solo.
But getting back to the arenas, Ryan McGuire, the head coach for Baylor, saying, yeah, you know, our players looked around and, you know, I told them, hey, just pretend like it's a home game. He says the only difference is when you go into the locker rooms. He says the Farrell Center houses so many different special events that the bigger areas, the bigger rooms, as you see Sibley get a flat-footed kill, are used to store equipment. You know, tables, chairs, speakers, those kinds of things. He says our locker rooms, very small compared to what the teams enjoy here at the Stan Sheriff Center.
So he got his phone out, started taking pictures of Hawaii's big locker rooms. He's taking it back to his facilities director on Monday. How's that?
6 serving 5. It's served by Yosia. Presley out of system swing, dug up by Sibley. Granado! Good pickup by Brusek. Back row set, Stager off the tape. Granado had it on the save. Gets the set on the outside, but misses long. And it is a point for the Bears. Yeah, another difference between the two facilities. The Farrell Center has the Golden Dome roof, whereas obviously the Stan Sheriff Center does not.
To match their green and yellow colors, obviously.
Correct. Here's Sibley. High hands. Pancake saved by Presley. Philo roll shot. Two-handed in the air by Yosia. Here's Granado. Touch shot. Works.
No need for a challenge on the pancake. I thought the ball was down on the pancake. Take a look at it right here. Yeah, that ball was definitely down. The players were all yelling for it. And they would have called for a challenge,
sure,
I think, had that play not ended in Hawaii's favor.
All's well that ends well from Hawaii's standpoint. And Granado with a good serve. Philo from way off the floor. Dug up by Castillo. Here is Granado. Touch shot, diving save. Brusek for not. Another point for Hawaii. And they're up 2.
His tip shot in the middle of the court on the pipe sets have really been working well. Surprised that Baylor hasn't adjusted to to bring at least one digger up to get that tip shot.
Granado flat out of the palm a little bit, and so it sailed long. You notice that Baylor head coach Ryan McGuire going back with the original starter at setter Hannah Locken. He had replaced her with Brea Hunt towards the tail end of that second set. Kahakai just barely got a hand on that serve. Chance now for the Bears. Outside, it's Philo, dug up by Yosia. Kahakai, backside bump set to Granado from behind the line is dug up. And in the middle, it's Freiberg getting it down again. She just continues to find the holes in the Hawaii defensive setup.
She's uncanny. 5'11", undersized middle. And she just manages to get the job done in so many different ways. And once again, there she is making the last play. High touch. She saw the block was smothering her, so she just jammed the ball high off the hands and got the kill.
I mean, she's a throwback, a 5'11" middle. I mean, you're talking about that not being something you would see in Division I women's volleyball for maybe a couple of decades. As Natasha Burns is able to put that one down, she will now rotate out. Hawaii gets the side and the point. They're up 9-8. And Kahakai will jump serve. It's a good one. Busek with a nice pass, though. Presley way up off the ground. Two-handed in the air by Granado. Set Yosia to Castillo. Dug up over the net. Close to being an out ball played by Yosia. Granado from the back row hits it into the twine. And immediately looks towards the bench, pats herself on the chest and said, "My bad."
I'm not sure why an out wasn't called by one of the players, or even the coach. Robin Santos can also call out there.
Yosia was straddling the line, so it was certainly one of those in-between type of plays. Philo with the serve. Here's Castillo into the net, and Baylor jumps in front. So the Rainbow Wahine hitting the skids just a tad here in set number 3. Philo again, sending it across. Pass by Granado, middle set Maglio. And Maglio rights the ship. 9 kills for Mags on 14 swings, error-free. We are small stepping along here in the third. Middle set, Freiberg, denied access by Emily Maglio.
Now that time, a little bit of a mismatch there at Freiberg at 5'11", Maglio at 6'3". Maglio with some good hands reaching out to press over and down and get the block solo on Freiberg. Freiberg's first mistake of the night.
So another lead change here in the third. Hawaii jumps in front. Great serve by Anderson. Stager from off the net was able to still zoom it past the Hawaii defense. That was outstanding.
That was an All-American shot right there. That's one of the reasons why she made All-American last year. For athletic shots like this, bump set, no approach, just standing jump, great arm swing, good jump. Robin Santos not happy about that.
The block did not go up for Hawaii. They decided to stay down on that one, and Stager made him pay. The block was up for Baylor, though, just a moment later. Presley and Fanning, and it's the Bears back in front. 4th lead change already of this third set. See Angelica Ljungqvist, associate coach for Hawaii, shouting instructions to the players on the floor. Sly goes to Mags, blocked, played off the block by Yosia, but nobody had the second touch. And all of a sudden, the Bears up 2, and some disarray on the Hawaii side of the net.
What happened there is they're so used to Magda putting the ball down, she rarely makes an error. She almost always gets kills. So the cover people just kind of went to sleep there and did not take care of the ball.
The chance of let's go Bows. Kahakai, uncertain and indecisive, led to the joust at the net, won by Presley, a 4-0 Baylor run. Robin Santos not using a timeout. The next point for Baylor would be the media timeout at 15. Busek, that that time. Kahakai very sure-handed. Here's Castillo into the pin. Point Baylor, and they reach 15 first. 5-0 Baylor run. They are up 4. Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. 91-3. That's Hawaii's all-time record versus teams from the state of Texas.
That's impressive.
Texas is a big state. You're talking about a lot of programs.
That is really impressive.
All right, C-Mac. So the omniscient Chris McLaughlin, I ask you, name the teams that Hawaii has lost to from the state of Texas. As Castillo out of the timeout, got a touch, and it's a point for Hawaii, much to the chagrin of the Baylor defense. And I think Ryan McGuire is going to reach for the green card to challenge that call. It was not an end call. It was a touch call.
You want my answer for the Texas question?
Yes.
I'm going to say Texas, Texas A&M, and Texas again.
You must have done this for a while.
Is that correct? No, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah,
making
no,
a wild guess.
that is correct.
Right?
I got 2 Texases and an A&M for you. Of course, Texas A&M, that loss coming in the regional semifinals just a couple of years ago in the NCAA tournament, and then twice losing to Texas.
Looks like that was a no touch.
What's the call? Ryan Sakagawa saying that there was no touch. So it's a point for Baylor. 16-11.
Now they're discussing whether or not McKenna Ross, who went in to substitute in, can come out without counting it as another substitution. And they're letting Castillo back in without counting one of the 15 substitutions.
So 16 serving 11. Maglio on the slide. Kahakai outside. Castillo. Oh, they needed it, and she delivered. McKenna Ross now comes in place of Casey Castillo. Here's Presley. Dug up by Kahakai. You'll see a slide, goes to Mag, tried to punch it down the line. Stager the dink. You'll see it blazes off of her own block, popped up by Kahakai, and then a smart play at the net by Shelly Fanning to find where no Wahine were.
What a pop-up by Kahakai, and then an even better tap down by Fanning, noticing where the Hawaii players were not. As Kahakai saving it. Fanning finding the open floor.
And a timeout taken by Robin Amo Santos as this set 3 starts to get away from the Rainbow Wahine. Sometimes smart sports talk on television, but seriously followed by Inside Access, 7 o'clock and 7:30 respectively, Monday on Spectrum Sports. The University of Hawaii men's volleyball team, at least several members of the squad in the house, trying to support their Wahine colleagues.
Not dressed up in Halloween costumes tonight.
No. Stager through the block and down, and Baylor has found its rhythm again here in set 3.
Good shot by Stager. Kill number 9 for her.
There's a put down by Maglio. So Mags gonna after committing her first hitting error of the match. Now has 10 kills. She's up near 500 in percentage, 474 to be exact. Gianna Guanasso with the serve. Oh, the dump shot at just the right time. Hannah Lockett caught Hawai'i napping.
Ryan McGuire told us before the match that he liked Hannah Lockett because of her physicality and her athleticism. Well, that's one of the reasons right there. 6-foot setter, and she's good at the net, intercepting tight passes like that.
Stager with the jump serve coming. Anderson fields it outside Granado. Dug up by Stager. Here's Philo from off the net. You'll see a back to Granado. Didn't quite get the best contact on it. Philo will take a crack at it, high hands, covered by Granado. Hawai'i with a chance. They go back row to Ross. Pumps it long. And Baylor gets to the 20 mark.
Good set by Yosia. She set the right person. I think the other two players in the front row were kind of discombobulated, whereas Ross had a good run-up and an approach, getting that pipe set out of the back row.
And catches the net, diving pass there by Anderson. Burns in the middle. Natasha Burns, after a bit of a slow start tonight, once again finding her way into the stat column, just like she did last night against BYU.
Exactly, starting to find some offense.
4 kills, hit .375, a pair of blocks against the Cougars last night. You'll see it with the serve. Outside, Philo off the block and out. It was Sibley trying to put up the defense.
Philo just continues to get the job done on the outside. 5th kill, only 1 error. And playing some terrific defense. 15 digs on the night.
Hawai'i flatlining it in hitting percentage here in set 3 compared to .231 for Baylor. Burns gets him back into the positive. We started to see the development of Natasha Burns in her redshirt freshman campaign last year, and she certainly did provide some quality rotations for the Rainbow Wahine. But she didn't play a lot of volleyball, so for her, it's about getting back into the swing of things. She is doing so right before our eyes, right on cue.
What you'll see is just giving her set after set after set. She says, can you set it up just a little bit higher? Remember, I'm 6'5", I hit that a little bit low there. But a kill, nevertheless. Great. Good playing by Rainbow Wahine in transition.
Hawai'i needs a run, though. Trailing by 5. Granado sends it long. So Baylor closing in here in the 3rd. And Robin Amos Santos wants to talk things over. We'll take a timeout as well. Baylor by a half dozen. Welcome back.
9th annual volleyball combine, January 19 through 21. Great service for the Hawaii players who do not have to go to the mainland to go travel around and be seen by coaches. The coaches come to Hawaii. Great savings, and lots of scholarships actually end up being given away sometimes there at that particular event.
A lot of smiles, a lot of cheers, a lot of high fives for Natasha Burns as she struck again out of the timeout. Sibley almost had a solo roof of Yassiana Presley, but to no avail. And Baylor gets to 23.
Burns racking up 8 kills now, hitting .375 after a very slow start. She's come on like gangbusters.
I mean, those are pretty much 3 straight transition kills for Natasha Burns.
Exactly.
As Tola Itiola, 6'2", 50-year senior from Plano, Texas, gets out onto the floor for Baylor. One of the front runners for Name of the Year in college volleyball. Here's Castillo. Did she get a touch? Yes, she did. Dixon Chung immediately making the call. A point for Hawaii, and they're not called just yet here in the 3rd. But they're going to need a run. And Claire Marie Anderson behind the service line. You're gonna have to get these in just to give Hawaii a chance here. Presley down the line. And that was too much to handle even for Savannah Kahakai. By the way, Kahakai with 8 digs. That means that she has moved up the charts, surpassing Martina Sincerova for 9th place on the UH career digs list. Next in her sights, Suzanne Egge. She's 21 digs away from her. Baylor on the attack. Here's Presley, the touch shot. Diving save, Kahakai. Bermaglio couldn't play off the net, and Baylor wins set 3 by the same score by which they won set 1, 25-18. And Hawaii once again will have to play from behind here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Welcome back. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank CMAC.
Take a look at McKenna Granado. She would normally go here out to the pin to hit the ball about 90% of the time, but not this time. Watch her go here in the X pattern and hit out of the middle, a new wrinkle in Hawaii's offense. Still draws 3 blockers, but it was a new look for Hawaii, and I think a good one. I think Hawaii's got to run more plays like this to cause at least a split block. The block was kind of disheveled a little bit, and McKenna took advantage.
Despite the loss in set 3, a bright spot for Hawaii, though. The reemergence, if you will, here in 2017 of Natasha Burns. 8 kills, hitting .375, and the load of those coming in that 3rd set.
She really came alive, that's for sure. Lucia knew that she was hot too. She just kept feeding her.
Hawaii, though, only able to muster a .095 hitting percentage in the 3rd compared to .310 on the Baylor side of the net. But with Burns back in action, and if she's able to contribute in that way, what does that do for this Hawaii lineup? What does that do for this Hawaii dynamic?
It'll stabilize things a lot more. It's just one more part of the puzzle that won't be a mystery if she continues to play this well.
So Savannah Kahakai will serve to start set 4, and it goes into the net.
Not sure why she's hitting it so soft. When she's aggressive and hitting it hard, it goes in more often than the real safe, supposedly secure one.
So Baylor jumps in front first here in set 4. A must-win for Hawaii, trailing 2 sets to 1. You'll see a middle to Maglio. And when in doubt, find your top middle, Emily Maglio.
11 kills and 20 tries, about 500. Pretty good numbers for Mags.
Only Wahine to start all 29 matches last year. Hit .400 for the season. Also led the team in blocks. Here's Presley, way up in the air. I mean, she just vaults.
When she's in a rhythm and she gets the right set, she is really hard to stop. Great hang time. Finds the hole in the block and just drills it.
Imagine her in 2 or 3 years. Here's Castillo, dug up by Jana Brusek. Outside it's Stager, over the block, diving save, Kahakai. Middle set, Megs! Hammers it home.
How about that quick transition play? Wow, that was so fast. And Baylor was not ready for this. Here comes the dig, and all of a sudden, boom, set down. Block didn't have a chance to get up or put any sort of defense against Maglio.
So Mags now with 12 kills. That matches McKenna Granado. Nobody in double figures yet for the Baylor Bears. Even set distribution on that side.
Yeah, they got 7, 9, 7, 5, 8. Pretty good distribution.
2 serving 2. Here's McKenna Ross. Rolls it across the net. Stager from way off the net. This time Hawaii does go up on the block. Here's Granado. Tried to touch it off the hands. Presley from the back row into the net. So again, you see the flash of brilliance just moments ago from Yassiana Presley, and then perhaps the freshman inexperience also rearing itself as she just tried to clobber that one when maybe a more finesse shot was called for.
A year from now, you won't see her doing that. She'll be much, much better.
Outside, Stager. Blocked and roofed by Yosia.
This gets all cable, but in any case, Stager, the senior, making a mistake like that, that's unusual. She had lots of court to work with.
Either way, it's a point for Hawaii. Ross. Somehow it's returned by Baylor after that Ross serve. Mags in the middle. Diving save, Philo. Great follow-up by Presley, and again it's returned. Gotta love the effort of the Bears. Mags blocked back. This time it's Anderson sprawling out. Granado the big swing. And the Bears now on the attack. But a mishandle on the set again. Called against Hannah Lockett, another freshman. She and Presley have played every set so far this season as true flush. But for the second time, we see Lockett called for the double hit.
And Coach McGuire told us that one of his challenges has been the youth of this particular team.
And he takes an early timeout here in set 4. Hawaii up 5-2. Welcome back. Well, shakas all around for Hawaii so far here in set 2, off to a positive start. A 4-0 run has the Rainbow Wahine up 5-2, trying to even this match up as you take a look at Sharif Dramé, member of the Rainbow Warrior basketball squad.
It's nice to see the other teams supporting each other. Hawaii off to a good start here, hitting 286 in the second set. Well, Baylor hitting -200. Hawaii siding out at 100% rate. Baylor siding out at a mere 40%. Big difference.
Blocks even, 6 total blocks apiece. Digs, though, in the advantage of Baylor, 51-39 total. You surprised at all by any of those numbers?
I'm very surprised about the digging. Normally Hawaii, that's normally a Hawaii characteristic is great floor defense, but Baylor's doing a great job.
Here's Stager. Oh, she got a few notches higher than usual on that one. Tried to slice it far side, but sent it a little too far.
I think she was avoiding Emily Maglio is what she was doing. Maglio was there in the middle ready to drop in on her.
So 6 serving 2. McKenna Ross again finding herself in the thick of things behind the service line in a rainbow run. Slide, this time goes to Fanning, blocked, played off the net by Stager. Fanning a second time, the touch shot, diving save Kahakai. Yosia out to Granado, off the block and out. Point for Hawaii and the run continues. That's now 6 straight points ripped off by the home team.
And then Jekyll and Hyde theory continues.
So we saw, I guess you would describe it as, you want to be Jekyll, right? You don't want to be Hyde, you want to be Jekyll,
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we saw Hyde in set 1.
Yeah.
Jekyll in set 2. Hyde again in set 3. And Robin Amos Santos looking on as Dr. Jekyll makes another appearance here in set 4 so far. Joust at the net off the overpass. Yosia sets up Ross in the back row, tried to touch it over, but didn't get it there.
I think Ross had the right idea because that spot right behind the block is open on that pipe set. She just didn't get it high enough or far enough.
Katie Stager, the high toss on the jump serve. Perfect pass by Kahakai. Middle set, Maglio. Light clockwork.
Maglio challenged the block there. She went right at Shelly Fanning. 6'2". Red shirt last year. Now a sophomore.
4,110, the announced attendance through the turnstile here tonight, this Friday evening, as Gianna Guinasso delivers an ace. Presley goes into the bench trying to retrieve it on the second touch.
And the Guinasso serving mystique continues as she forces the pass off the net time and time again. Maybe not aces every time, but she'll force those passers to pass the ball off the net like that right there.
Back row, it's Presley. High hands. Guinasso then punches it up in the air. Can Burns get it over? No, she can't. So point for Baylor there. Dynamic swing by Presley from behind the line. So you get a good look at Natasha Burns from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Redshirted in 2015 with a broken hand. Dealt with a knee injury all offseason here in 2017. Granado stuffed Hannah Locken. Pretty sizable setter at 6'1". Fourth on the team in blocks coming in. Got the gist of that.
That was an excellent block. She was all by herself out there, and she knew Granado was going to go cross court, so she showed line and then went cross court. Great solo.
Yosia on the second touch. Found the floor.
I think this is something Yosia needs to do a little more often when she's in the front row, to become the third attacker in the front row.
Yeah, we haven't seen her pull that one out from under the sleeve in a while. Good timing there, and it's 10 serving 5. Yosia into the net. Service error number 9 in the match for Hawaii. Just for comparison, Baylor with 3 service errors. Itiola once again on the floor. Didn't play last year due to injury. Born in Nigeria. Now out there here for Baylor. Hawaii by 4. Set outside to Sibley. Pinballed around on the Bears side in return. Yosia surveys the floor, goes middle to Burn. She's blocked. Kahakai now has to set. Granado on the opposite side. Bears on the attack. Philo the touch. A lot of dinking and ducking on this sequence. Here's Granado. Harder swing. And it goes long. That is a point for Baylor. And that was awfully close. And Robin Amos Santos is going to challenge the call. Again, this is on our end where we're perched up here on press row.
How did you see it? I was watching the net. Did you see it in?
Kind of looked in. But that was in real time. Now we'll have the benefit of replay here as a very busy night for Ryan Sakagawa gets a little busier. Let's take a look. Ooh.
Ooh, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
You're making the in call on that replay there,
I'm making the in call. And I think Sakagawa may come up with the same look. Here's the same angle. Yeah, looks pretty good to me.
Remember, it's the angles that are available. You don't always get a look on every camera shooting the game. Yeah, let's see here. It's in.
Robin Amos Santos with another good challenge. And I think Natasha Burns helped her with that too, because Natasha was the closest Rainbow Wahine to the ball at the net. She immediately turned around the route and said, "Hey, coach, get your green card out."
You know who else is 2 for 2 tonight? Yours truly.
That's right.
I mean, it's happening right in front of us. We should get those calls right.
Yeah.
11 serving 6. Another successful challenge there by Robin Amos Santos. And a long breath taken by Granado, only to serve it into the twine.
Service error number 10 on the night.
Hawaii's still up 4, though, in a must-win 4th set. If Hawaii's going to win this match, they're going to have to go 5 for what would be the 4th time this season. Burns in the middle. Now Stager off the bump set. Gets it down. That is kill number 10 for Stager. So she and Presley into double figures. And Baylor within 3.
I love the way Tola Itiola back bumped that set on a blind one perfectly for Stager.
Philo Again with the serve. Two-handed by Kahakai. Backside set Sibley. And a net violation called against the Bears.
Time it was on Itiola.
Itiola disagrees. Not a reviewable play there. Presley, blocked by Castillo. Presley with a nice dive on the second touch to keep the sequence alive. You'll see a middle to Maglio.
Hawai'i looking much smoother in transition there. What a block on the outside by Castillo. Almost got the block solo there. Here's Maglio at the end of the play with a nice cutback.
Kahakai with the serve. Here's Presley. Again, off the trampoline, able to work it through that Hawai'i block. 11th kill for Presley on 23 swings. She's hitting well above 300, which is a good sign. She was hitting 180 on the season coming into tonight. Now hitting 348 to be exact. And Brusek will serve for the Bears. You'll see it high and away. Castillo blocked back. You'll see it goes middle to Maglio. How about the scramble play by the Bears? That was brilliant. You'll see a backside this time to Sibley off the block and down. So you'll see it went every position along that net on that rally before finally Sibley put it down.
Exactly, and Maglio provided a great decoy there at the end. Maglio goes up, watch the middle blocker, stays with Maglio, can't get to the outside fast enough. Only one blocker, and Sibley capitalizes on that error.
But that's the kind of variation that Robin Amos Santos wants to see from this team. What really this team has to employ. They can't be predictable.
Absolutely.
14 serving 9, Anderson sends it deep. So Brusek sets up Stager. Blocked and roofed. Emily Maglio and Noreen Yosia saying, ole, and Hawai'i gets to 15 first here in the fourth. No media timeout because of the early timeout signal by Baylor coach Ryan McGuire. So again, Anderson serves. Outside Stager, solo block was up. Stager will win most of those one-on-one battles.
She's so tough on the outside. And when she's not doing it on the outside, Philo's been pretty good. When Philo doesn't do it, Presley's pretty good in the pin.
Presley with the serve. Castillo. She's getting some good bounce here this season on that outside position.
Much fresher there than she did in the last set. Once again, Maglio drawing a lot of attention right there. The middle blocker goes all the way up and tries to block Maglio. That's what's called a commit block. They commit to one player when that pass is a good one.
Here's Presley from the back row. Just launching herself from behind that 3-meter line.
Ryan McGuire said that he thinks that she'll eventually end up on the left side, hitting a lot of left side balls. I disagree. I think she's a good right side player. Could be a great opposite, hitting all three positions back there.
Diving save there by Presley. Free chance here for Hawai'i. You'll see her outside the Maglio with a solo blocker against her. And she rips into it. And Hawai'i continues to increase this lead. They're now up 17-11. Guinasso now with the serve. Here's Presley from the back row. Oh, Guinasso got it up, but only for a moment.
That was a big-time swing by Presley. A little reminiscent of Hawaii's own Nikki Taylor, when she used to have open shots down the line like that. She'd take the heads off of line diggers.
Hawai'i by a handful. Here's Ross from the back row, sends it long. Was there a touch? There was no touch called. The Wahine players urging Robin Amos Santos to use what would be her third and final challenge. And I think she's going to oblige the request. Natasha Burns was vehement that there was a touch, but this is risky.
It is, because this is where we get the least clarity eventually in our replays.
And if this goes to a fifth set, Hawaii would not have the benefit of a review.
You know, I think it's a pretty good challenge, though. 17-13. Hard to tell there. This one may show it right here. Yeah, right there in the middle. I think 15 got it. Itiola. But you go ahead and make the call. You're two for two tonight. You go ahead and make the call, Mr. Perfect.
I got to be honest.
Left hand right there. Yeah, right there. Little finger.
Okay. All right. I got to be honest.
You don't see it.
It's inconclusive for me.
Okay.
Is that a hedge or what?
We'll soon see.
I'm trying to maintain my percentage here. And it is a touch. I knew it.
Oh, you did?
Nice work, C-Mac. And nice work by Natasha Burns. She was the one who prompted Robin Amos Santos to review that thing.
I think McKenna Ross did as well. But it was Burns once again leading the way.
So Hawaii up 18-12. So that becomes a pretty crucial call. They're up 6 as opposed to up 4. Presley from the back row. Natasha Burns. Return to sender. And this is now the largest lead for Hawaii in this fourth set.
Big difference between 17-13 and 18-12. You know, that's why I think it was good that Robin Amos Santos took that.
Outside,
challenge.
it's Philo. Great up there by Ross. Here's Granado. Dug up by Bruce. Philo, the touch shot. Popped up in the air there by Sibley. And Hawaii just has to send a free ball Baylor's way. Philo again blocked back. Presley the cover. Stager from the back row. Another dig by Ross. But nobody had the second touch near the net. Burns, the late attempt, unable to pop it up.
Looks like Burns might have slipped on something as she's trying to change direction there.
And in concern because of how fragile that knee has
been. Exactly.
And grimacing a little bit there. Perhaps out of discomfort. 13 serving 9. Yosia goes high and away to Sibley. Hard angle. Presley digs it up over the net. Burns. The swing is blocked back by Itiola. Here's Sibley. Bigger swing. And plugs it through that block. And Hawaii gets to 20.
Sibley making the most of her opportunity tonight, that's for sure.
The fans are going to be getting their money's worth this year.
I think we said that early on, when in the first tournament, when Hawaii was having those marathon matches.
There's Presley. Through the block and down. Sibley and Burns got a good chunk of it. That was just a little too much heat off the palm of Yassiana Presley. An AVCA Under Armour All-American as a senior at Cypress Falls High School. The 31st ranked prospect of that senior class in the nation, according to Prep Volleyball.
If I was a college coach, I'd recruit her. She's got a lot of upside, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Here's Castillo. Dug up there by Ania Philo. Pump set goes to Stager. The dink. Diving save by Yosia. Granado from the back row goes high. Hands on net violation against Itiola again. And again, palms upward. And she doesn't know at what point in that play she made contact with the twine. But it is a point for Hawaii. They lead by 7 once again. Sometimes it's hard to tell even when you are the perpetrator of the net violation.
Exactly.
Kahakai to serve. Tickle the tape. Presley is blocked back. Here's Stager from the outside. Dug up by Kahakai. That's dig number 11. Granado the touch. Blocked by Itiola. And that time she did not make contact with the net and gets a much needed point over to her Bears side.
These are going to be 4 difficult points for Hawaii. Between 21 and 25, it's going to be a battle.
Brusek with the short serve. The crowd wanted a foot foul. Sibley.
I thought it was a foot foul.
Well, justice served then. As Hawaii gets the point anyway. The crowd all over that one on the serve. Brusek.
How about Sibley picking up kill number 9, doing 1 error.
Timeout taken by Baylor. Hawaii closing in on pushing this to a 5th. Welcome back, Stan Sheriff Center. If you're just joining us, Hawaii got rolled up by Baylor in set 1. Completely turned the tides in set 2. Winning 25-14. Once again, on the short end against Baylor in set 3, 25-18. Here they are on the verge of pushing this to a 5th, leading by 7 here in the 4th. Slide goes to Mags. 15 kills for Emily Maglio.
Look at the numbers. Hawaii hitting 353 in this 4th set, sliding out at 86%. Baylor hitting 154, 200 points less, siding out at 59%. Big difference between the 2 teams.
Here's Stager over the block. Right there was Kahakai. Back row set to Granado. And Met is crushing the ball here tonight.
Still number 17 for McKenna Granado.
Hawaii hitting 389 here in the 4th set compared to 148, and it's Aloha ball in the 4th. Stager from off the net gets it down. Not to be outdone. Stager gets the point for Baylor, but it remains Aloha ball. Hawaii 1 point away from yet another 5-setter.
And every coach will tell you, do not drag this 4th set out and allow the other team to have momentum. Let's see if Hawaii can do that.
Presley to serve. Diving pass by Maglio. The set to Castillo. Just the fact that they were able to run a play was amazing. Here's Stager. Pounds it off the floor.
How about Maglio's reactions there? That was amazing.
This is your middle here. That was the Stager put down, but the serve hitting the net. That was your middle hitter laying out.
Yeah, that was a great play. And I think a lot of that reaction kind of stuff comes from the beach volleyball that she plays in the off season. It's really helped her. The reactions, her reading the other team's attackers.
So here is the first touch by Maglio. I mean, that's a clean pass.
It was.
Pretty back bump set there by Yosia.
Exactly. Castillo got a good swing at it, but too much Stager there on the left. The last 2 swings, she's been very, very tough.
The look of intensity there from Emily Maglio. Has not been known to be a vocal leader. Certainly one of those lead by example type of players. It's just not in her personality to be very overtly rah-rah. But she is no doubt one of the premier players for this Hawaii team. One of the premier players in the Big West Conference.
There's going to be another premier star in the Big 12 right there. Rossi, Presley.
Hawaii went 5 last night with BYU. Is it now going to be back-to-back 5-setters here for Hawaii? The Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge. Emphasis on the word challenge. Here's the serve by Presley. Pass Kahakai. You'll see ya. Back row to Granado. Got the touch. Gets the point. And we are headed to a 5th. For the 4th time this season, the Rainbow Wahine will tighten up the laces and gear up for a set number 5. Welcome back. Well, this is the 8th match of the season for Hawaii, and now the 4th time that they will play a 5-set match. The previous 3, all losses. Marquette, UCLA, and last night a 5-set loss to BYU. Interesting decision here, C-Mac, that you were pointing out during the break.
Yeah, I think that Hawaii won the toss, and normally when you win the toss, you want to receive because you'll score, you know, around 70% of the time, so you want to get that first point and get started on a good note. However, I think that Hawaii chose the side instead, and they'll be serving. They wanted the side because I think they wanted to finish on the side where they won 2 sets tonight.
That's right. They lost sets 1 and 3 playing on this side of the court that they will start on here in set 5, and 1, 2, and 4 on the other side. So, yeah, I think you're right, trying to finish perhaps in a little bit more of a comfort zone, but you got to get started well, and here we go, the old roll of the dice, right? The Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde scenario that has played out the last several matches for Hawaii, but perhaps no more explicitly than last night and tonight, where we have just seen volatile runs and swings from one side to the other.
Exactly. Hawaii's, I think, well overdue to play a really good 5th set. And we'll see if they learned anything from the past 3 5-set losses. That's all you can ask from a young team like this is just get better than you were the last time.
This will be the 3rd 5-set match for Baylor. They are 1-1. They defeated Washington State in 5 back on August 31st. Lost to College of Charleston in 5 on September 2nd. So here we go for the marbles in this match between very evenly matched opponents.
Good serve by Kahakai.
Presley strikes first.
She's so tough to defend because she gets up so high, she'll go over just about any block Hawaii puts up. Great shot.
So Presley now with 15 kills. That is a new career high for her. Obviously just a freshman, but a season and career high for her. Speaking of career highs, Emily Maglio with that put down has established a new career high in kills. 16 put downs. Her previous high was 15, which came in the opening round of the NCAA tournament last year against USC in Minneapolis.
I think she loves getting lots of sets. She's got 29 sets tonight.
So 1-1 here in the 5th. Stager, the touch shot. Right there is Anderson. Advantage Hawaii. Maglio block. Diving save Kahakai. Maglio knuckles it over. Here's Stager from off the net. How about that? I mean, she was back near the 3-meter line and was still able to put that kind of slice on it.
She was almost backing up. Really had no approach. She goes in, has to hesitate, and then does that little cut shot. Called the wrist away. Wow. What a shot.
So 2 serving 1.
She is the real deal.
It has been a season of close but no cigar performances for Hawaii, particularly against their better competition. Can they break through tonight? Here's Granado, blocked back. Scramble play Hawaii, and they're able to forge a return. Middle set. Fanning dug up by Kahakai, but nobody had her back. Point Baylor. It is 3 serving 1. And the crowd turns up the volume knob.
Watch for this next set to go to Maglio, if they can, on a good pass.
Here's Castillo. Down the line and in.
Pass was off the net, couldn't get the Mags, so Castillo had to come through, and she did.
And here comes McKenna Ross, who has given Hawaii a real boost here tonight. 7 digs, 2 kills, an ace. We're looking at her to come through from behind the service line. Gets it in. Presley from the back row. That one hit the tape. Kahakai with the dig. Granado got a good swing on it. Saved by Philo. Stager from the outside. Popped up by Granado. Granado's going to get the swing from behind the line. Can't curl it in.
Needed to just be kept in the corner. I think that's what she was trying to do, trying to move it too hard. But it did not need a full swing, that's for sure. She was trying to give her defense another chance to score.
That was the 53rd attempt for Granado tonight. 18 kills. Here's Stager on the jump serve. Good pass, Kahakai. Outside, Granado! And how about Marino Sia? The confidence to go right back to her top hitter.
She got a good pass from Kahakai, which allowed Maglio to run a wide slide and really draw the attention of the Baylor blockers, giving Granado only one blocker to work with.
And here's Gianna Guinasso once more to serve. 3 serving, 4 in the 5th. Philo. Wow. At 5'8". I mean, they have some undersized rockets on that side of the line.
Undersized middle and undersized left. Taking a lot of cross court on her, challenging her to go down the line, and she's got that line shot, obviously. They'll be able to take her line away and force her cross court.
You'll see outside Granado against a double block. That one goes off of the dome of Presley. And it is a monster mash for McKenna Granado. So 4 serving, 5 here in the 5th. We're inching along. You'll see it. Blasts it deep and out. Service error number 11 on the night for Hawaii. That will be an area that will be circled on the stat sheet if Hawaii doesn't pull this out. They are given a free gift, though, there as Locken returns the favor.
You know, even though Yosia hit that ball out, I like the way she hit it aggressively and as if she was going to get yet another ace.
Granado now to serve. Gets it in. Here's Philo from the opposite side, dug up by Granado. Punched over by Sibley, great save by Brusek. Oh, but a miscommunication on the Baylor side. Chance for Hawaii. Kahakai sets up Castillo. And we're tied at 6.
Oh, Hawaii very resourceful in that rally, to be sure. Kahakai sending the ball with her hands that time behind the 3-meter line. Remember, she bumps the ball a lot in bump sets because she cannot set it with her hands if she's in front of the 3-meter line.
8th kill for Castillo. 5th assist for Savannah Kahakai to go along with her 13 digs. 6 serving 6 here in the 5th. Outside, Presley comes flying in, dug up by Granado. You'll see it to Castillo on the outside, roll shot. Right there is Stager. Presley tried to push it down the line. Yosia was there. Granado will 2-hand it over. Free chance for Baylor. Middle set. And Freiberg, an excuse me put down for the Bear point.
And give credit to the Bears. They just keep coming at you with great digging, and then this little cutback shot by Freiberg, the 5'11" middle, who had 7 blocks last night against Nevada, but being very offensive tonight.
Hitting 700 for the match. You'll see a middle to Burns. Paintbrushed it. Still gets the point. And we're tied for the 3rd time here in set 5.
And you'll see us still showing confidence in Natasha Burns, and here comes Emily Maglio back into the set.
Robin Amos Santos. She appears spent.
She does.
I mean,
3 tournaments in a row, 3 weekends, 3 matches each weekend.
Getting nauseous from this proverbial roller coaster ride. Here's Presley, pounds it down from the opposite position. Baylor gets to 8 first, and they will swap sides. We'll take a break. A 1-point game in set 5. There's a look at Jen McGuire, the wife of Baylor head coach Ryan McGuire. Formerly, Jen Roberts, of course, played her collegiate volleyball here at the University of Hawaii. They now have 3 children, Tristan, Ryder, and daughter Katana. And we are told that Ryder is quite the precocious one.
Takes after his father.
Good to see Jennifer back in the confines of the Stan Sheriff Center. She served as an assistant to Ryan in his head coaching days at Cal Baptist and Biola. Set 5 between Hawaii and Baylor. Scramble play by the Rainbow Wahine, trailing 8-7. Here's Presley, got a big swing on it. Diving save, Granado. Joust at the net, Presley couldn't get it down. It's dug up back over the net by Kahakai. Fanning couldn't get it down either. You'll see it, middle to Meggs, and we're tied again.
What a rally. My goodness, that was Baylor's rally to win about 3 different times at least. And Hawaii just hung in there. How about the numbers for this first set? It's been a defensive night, but Baylor hitting 500 in this 5th set, siding out at 87%. Hawaii hitting 417, siding out at 85%. Those are huge numbers.
And again, a few moments being taken for the floor wipers to wipe some perspiration off of the Baylor side of the net. I think the libero, Jana Brusek, might behoove her to bring a couple of extra libero jerseys every time she plays. Here's Presley from the opposite side. Right there's Granado. You'll see it. Back row to Granado, blocked. But she's able to save her own swing. And then Maglio is able to somehow push it through. And Hawaii vaults ahead.
And Ryan McGuire up off the bench saying, I think Granado stepped on the 3-meter line.
It looked close from here, we can say that. Anderson with the serve. 9-8 Hawaii. Stager blocked. Popped up in the air by Locken. Stager a second time. What a save by Anderson. Kahakai bump says Castillo.
Watch for Baylor to call a timeout, and they've got to stop Hawaii's rhythm.
A 3-0 Rainbow run. They lead 10-8. Timeout Baylor. Welcome back. Well, both teams bringing the wood here in this 5th and decisive set. As Hawaii hit 471 compared to 333 for Baylor, but it's the Rainbow Wahine up 10-8 out of the timeout. Outside, it's Presley. Again, just hanging in the air and pounding it to the floor.
And she is so good, so athletic. Gets up so high and has so much upside potential to be even better.
17 kills, increasing her career high. She's also hitting .351. Hawaii still up 1. Castillo goes high hands. The save by Brusek. Middle set, the touch by Fanning hits the floor. Pulled the string at the most opportune time, and we are tied again.
Fanning with her 9th kill of the night.
Another wild one here at the SSC. It's the pendulum of momentum, continuing to swing violently from one side to the other. But so far, neck and neck here in the 5th, with Hawaii hitting 444, Baylor hitting 400. Robin Amos Santos signaling for a timeout. What would you assume she's trying to tell her team right now?
One thing she's probably telling her players is that it's the 5th set, it's a long night. Watch out for tired hitters to start tipping more, or the sets to be just a little bit off. Maybe the freshman setter on the other side will get a little nervous, and the sets won't be, quite where they were in the first couple of sets, and maybe they'll be doing more off-speed stuff. I think she also will probably be saying, watch out for Presley out of the backcourt. She hits that D-ball pretty good, so watch out for her on that D-ball.
Dave Shoji looking on. He's putting in a long night, too.
I wonder what Dave Shoji think. Wow, that's a good question. I I think he'd probably be saying the same things that Robin is right now in the huddle.
Great to have Dave as part of our corner crew here. Last couple of nights. Don't forget, Hawaii will wrap up this Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge tomorrow against Nevada, former conference foe.
Next week, I think, Northern Arizona for the same team 2 nights in a row. That'll be a change.
Stick around for the Heineken postgame show coming up right after the match as Dave, Scott, and Lisa will break down all of tonight's highlights and stats. No stats matter. We effectively start over.
We're playing to 5.
It's a volleyball match to 5. Presley with the serve, and it's an out serve. Timeout works for Robin Amos Santos.
Yeah, freshman nerves, I think they're a little too much adrenaline, possibly. She's had a phenomenal match, though, tonight. I voted for her for MVP.
And McKenna Ross behind the service line as the crowd quiets. Gets it in. Outside, Stager blasts it down, and we're tied again. This is anybody's volleyball match.
Sure, that was a terrific pass from Jana Brusek. Locken put up a perfect set, and Stager drilled it down the line. That was like classic.
Crowd trying to get into the ear of Stager. Perfect pass by Kahakai. Outside, it's Granado with a solo blocker against her. Great scramble play after the dig by Brusek. Maglio, dug up by Presley. Philo, blocked and roofed. Emily Maglio saying, oh, no you don't.
Maglio, I think, was mad that she didn't get that step-out kill. But got to credit Baylor for playing some great defense again.
So on a career night in kills for Mag, she's got 18. 7 blocks to go along with it. And Guinasso will serve. It's an out serve.
A rare error from Baby G, who has served so well the last few weekends. That ball was just out. Now it's a game to 3, Kanoa. Win by 2.
And Shelly Fanning will serve. Kahakai with the pass. Burns in the middle. The dink easily sniffed out by Locken. Here's Philo. Roll shot dug up by Granado. Yosia will go back to Mac. Good dig there in the back row. But miscommunication again by Baylor. Free chance here for Hawaii. Yosia outside. Granado off of Presley, but she keeps it alive. Yosia this time. Again to Granado. Wow!
Do you believe that? Brings the fans to their feet. 3 absolute rockets by Granado. And Baylor just popping it up like it was nothing.
I mean, those were 3 explosions off of the shoulder of McKenna Granado. And Hawaii up 13-12 with Noreen Yosia to serve here in the 5th. Philo will get a swing. Blocked. Locken now looking to set. Goes to Presley in the back row. Roll shot right there is Yosia. Kahaka sets up Granado. Great dig by Brusek. Back row set. Stager goes off the tape. Heads up play there by Granado. She'll get the swing. Blocked and roofed by Hannah Locken.
Great block by Locken. She took Granado's line away. Granado had nowhere to go. That was just a great block. Nice little swing to the outside, pressing over the net.
We're tied for the 8th time here in the 5th. Locken serve. Handled by Granado. You'll see it this time outside to Sibley. Tried to dink it deep. Covered by Stager. But miscommunication by Baylor. How did that happen?
First time we've really seen that tonight by a very well-oiled machine called Baylor. Where did that come from?
And it is aloha ball for Hawaii in the 5th for the match. And McKenna Granado to serve as 4,000 plus rise at the Stan Sheriff Center. Pass by Philo. Locken out to Presley. Roll shot. Block out the touch. Kahakai was able to pop it up in the air only momentarily. And they will sit momentarily at least at 14-all.
What a smart shot by Presley. She could have banged away. Instead, a little roll shot worked out perfectly.
I'll tell you what, Hawaii trying to break through for a 5-set win in their 4th 5-setter of the season, and it's not coming easy. 14-all. Philo to serve. Castillo pass, backtracking Yosia. Back row set to Granado. Oh my goodness!
Hitting the pipe out of the back row. I'll tell you, McKenna's feeling it right now. Every shot seems to be hit harder, and then harder, and then again harder.
Laser beam out of the back row by McKenna Granado. And it is aloha ball again for Hawaii. The crowd to its feet. And Savannah Kahakai unveiling the new jump serve this weekend.
Guess who just re-entered the game? Emily Maglio in the front row. Pretty decent blocker.
Here it comes from Kahakai. Stager. Pass tight to the net. Middle set. Freiberg misses the floor. Point for Hawaii. And how about that? The Rainbow Wahine victorious in 5 for the first time this season.
Amazing. And Freiberg, of all people, only her second error all night. She was hitting 700 up until that point, but she had a big block in front of her, and she did the best she could with that particular set.
Hawaii breaks through in another 5-set thriller against a very tough Baylor Bears squad. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. This was the penultimate point for Hawaii. McKenna Granado out of the back row. That's a fireball. She was just hammering sets all night long. A team high and match high 22 kills on 63 attempts for Granado, hitting 222.
Pretty amazing once again, just getting so many kills, the volume of her kills, but you can't be overshadowing the effort of Emily Maglio tonight. 18 kills, 1 error, hitting 486, in on 7 blocks. Those two were the 1-2 punch for Hawaii tonight, to be sure.
How about another honorable mention for Kirsten Sibley getting into the lineup tonight. 10 kills, hitting 562. Let's send it over to Scott Robbs. He's with a relieved Robin Amos Santos.
Hey, no question about that, Rob. I'm very relieved. And it's so nice to talk to you after a 5th set win, Coach. Congratulations.
Oh my God, it feels awesome. I just went in there. We were going into our 4th. I said, we're going to win this set, and then we're going to win the 5th, and we're going to break the curse.
You were right.
I was right.
It worked.
I was right. I was feeling it. I was right.
You know, it was a complete team effort. I mean, you had players that haven't seen a lot of time tonight. Burns, Sibley, even Ross. They all contributed to this.
I think that's just our, our gym right now. I said anybody can come in. If you guys all pitch in, it's a big team effort. And I think everybody's contributing right now.
Is it pretty much right now just your gut feeling when it comes to some of the lineups you'll go with?
Somewhat. I still ask these guys on the side, but I'm like, But I mean, the girls are doing great. The subs are coming in. I think we're subbing at the right times, the right people. Yeah, it's great.
You guys still have a problem with slow start. So is one of the game plans tomorrow night is to tell the girls when the match starts that it's actually set number 2 and you're down 1 set?
I don't know. If you got any suggestions, let me know.
Try it.
I'm going to try that.
All right, Coach, congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Yes, Robin Amos Santos can let out a smile after a 5-set victory. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. Yasiana Presley, career high 18 kills. Short career, she's a freshman. Hitting 359, though, with 2 blocks and 9 digs. And Emily Maglio with a career high as well, 18 kills. Hitting 486 with 7 blocks. Let's also mention Savannah Kahakai's 14 digs. All right, well... That was a doozy.
Exhausting.
Able to break through here in the 5th. Not for the faint of heart, these matches here this season for the Rainbow Wahine, but an opportunity that once again presented itself to win in a gut-wrenching 5-set match. This time they broke through. What do you think this will do for the psyche of this squad?
I think it's going to do wonders. to be honest with you. You know, the players that came in off the bench, Sibley and Ross, especially in Burns, to have players like that who haven't been playing very much all of a sudden be major contributors, whoa, that throws a whole new light on the identity of this team.
And yet, there is still some work to be done, but I think you're seeing, as Scott was asking Robin Amos Santos about, you're seeing now the reemergence of players like Kirsten Sibley, like Natasha Burns, McKenna Ross. Those are all sophomores there. What does that do potentially for this lineup? Obviously, it's still a work in progress, but what does that present?
You know, I'm not sure that it cements any position down. I think tomorrow night we could see Kelsch and Williams and Howling come in and do the same thing. I think Robin Amos Santos is unafraid to put in anybody in that she feels might help the team and contribute, and she is not afraid to go to a hot player and just stick with them, regardless how they've been playing the last few matches.
Well, it was a wild one. A lot of swings, but Hawaii in the end able to win in 5, improving to 3-5 on the season. The Baylor Bears falling to 5-3. This year's Rainbow Wahine squad, what can you say? They're like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Tonight, Robin Amos Santos got a victory. 16-14 in the 5th. That will do it for us. Don't forget about the post-game show presented by Heineken, Scott, Lisa, and Dave Shoji. We'll have all the discussion. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Aloha.